Okay, today I'm doing a little bit different of a vid. This is just kind of going to be me going through what's going on with the channel and some of the changes with the replays and stuff like that. So the initial biggest thing change-wise is going to be you can't expect me to do every single replay that's submitted. They're not going to become like money or anything at this point. It's just going to be free submissions into a form, which I have in my Discord. And throughout that, I'll pick a few for a vid, and then those are the ones that gonna happen. I'm not gonna do every single replay that's submitted. There's just getting to a point where I can't keep up with that, and it's just not gonna realistically happen. The demand is too high for just one guy to deal with it at this point. So that's the biggest change I did want to mention. Also, with the vids, just recently, I did have a little tiny break with a few vids there, but I've just started like a 1 day buffer again, and I'm going to be posting every other day some replay content for the majority of my stuff. So, yeah, hope you get value out of those vids, and some occasional, like every 1 in 5 vids or something like that. Like 20% of my vids are going to be like some like tutorial stuff and like the how-tos, or maybe follow-ups on the coaching stuff. There's like kind of niche education content, stuff that I can have fun with, be creative with, and in general have a good time. That's going to be like the majority of the content split is going to be highly leaning towards replays, because honestly I find them fun, and yeah, it's pretty much that simple. If I find the content fun and you guys can get enjoyment out of it as well, I don't see why not doing it is a good idea. So that's just kind of the YouTube split for what I'm going to do content wise. It's going to be an every other day thing. So I will be consistent every other day, probably from this point onward. The last bit was just been kind of just school, and also trying to start up a small, like 1 video buffer, so I can actually get like, just a little bit more for consistency purposes. Just wanted to be open with you guys about all of my stuff. I feel like honesty is one of the best things you can have, especially with an audience. So that's what this vid's purpose is, just kind of clear up things for those who actually care about the channel and the direction it's headed in. Yeah, let's see. Is there anything else I need to be telling you guys? Okay, also, one more thing is it's not going to be immediate, but in the future, probably sometime when summer starts, I'm going to be doing like a weekly call type of thing where I go in like a call with like 5 people, me and like plus 5 others from the Discord. It'll be like a raffle or something once a week. Every Sunday we can do like a call for like an hour, hour and a half, where we go over like y'all's like Q&As and stuff like that. I might make that into vids as well if it goes well. If it's not, I can just keep it private and just kind of have it like as a, for those who really want extra help and need that like one-on-one type of personality. I do plan on building like kind of a community around replays, because I really haven't seen much real like community based off replays. It's just a lot of like pro coaches, and that's really all I see doing is like pros and pro coaches, and none of them really have time to make like a community around this stuff. So I honestly find it fun, so I don't see why not. But yeah, just stay tuned for that. There will be a thing in the Discord going on, a lot of changes within the Discord as well. I'm just kind of like neating it up and stuff, because it does definitely need it. Also want to mention, within the videos that are coming out, there's going to be a little bit of a like it's not going to be massive, it's not going to be like crazy, but definitely going to be a quality of life like jump up in a little bit more time editing, a lot better thumbnails, hopefully a lot better thumbnails. And yeah, we're just gonna be putting a little bit more time into the YouTube channel, because as of late it's been pretty rough with school, but school is ending in about a week. So in that time frame, you're gonna see a little bit of a jump, and then right when summer starts and stuff and I start getting consistent again, you're gonna see a massive jump in like how much time we're actually putting into it. But I do not want to put my entire life into YouTube. I still want time to enjoy the summer. Also just want to mention, like, I do want to be still getting better at the game and putting some time into the game, so I'm not going to put all my time in YouTube. It's not like I'm sitting there doing nothing with my time. I will be playing Rocket League. And that also brings me to the next thing is, if I'm doing all this, why wouldn't I stream it? And the answer to that question would be, first of all, honestly, I do have about the equipment to stream, but personally, you can definitely tell in some of these vids at least, but if you haven't seen it already, I'm very, very limited when it comes to like my talking battery and like social battery in general. So streaming is not really the best idea until like I really kind of narrow things out and don't have much high stress and stuff anymore. So that is the main reason I'm trying to avoid it for now. I'm not saying I won't do it. I probably will somewhere like end of summer, maybe like October, that area. We might be thinking about streaming, but up until that point, I don't really think streaming is going to be viable because just simply because like high stress, just anxiety, in general, things like I personally deal with, and it's just not going to work out very well, and the quality is going to drop in streams, and they're really just not going to be worth it or productive at all. Kind of turning into a Q&A type of thing where I'm thinking of questions you guys would have and I'm answering them, but hey, that's pretty good. If you have any more questions that I haven't thought of in this vid, comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are, maybe some suggestions with the YouTube split or how to get better at thumbnails, anything. I'm open to pretty much any suggestion you guys have, because yeah, I love to have an open mind, love honesty. Kind of seems corny, but it does definitely help in like everyday life, is just being an honest dude, being open-minded. It's not that hard, honestly, but yeah, hit that sub button if you made it this far. Obviously, you care about the direction of the channel, so subscribe so you don't miss any vids from the channel. And yeah, hit that like button. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.